Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door and join us for some more playoff football. You love to see it. We are taking a look at League One tonight. Who is going to be coming up to the Championship? We may have a better idea in a couple of hours' time when we know what's happened between Oxford and Blackpool in their playoff semi-final first leg. Great night last night. 2 games in the Championship. It's League One for the next 2 nights. We've got our Championship previews coming during the day tomorrow, as well as playoff week continues. As we said in the chat yesterday, if you want 3 flowing, beautiful, glorious open football, maybe this may not be the time of the season for you, but if you want tight, intense, on a knife edge football, that's what we get in the playoffs, especially in these first legs when you sure as hell can't win it, but I think you can go a long way to losing it in these first legs. Let me know if you can see me, hear me loudly and clearly. Do say hello over in the chat there. I'm going to need a bit of assistance tonight, obviously hone in on the Championship in the main. So might need your help with maybe a bit of info on a few of these players, where they've come from, where you've seen them before. Often in League One, there is a bigger club involved at some point higher up the pyramid and maybe a reset for that player, and they bounce down to that level to try and find their way back up. Tends to be the case. You're either on your way up or on your way down towards the end of your career, perhaps. So do let me know any of these players as we go through the teams. Pretty few familiar to me, though, I do have to say. Right, before we get into the team news, let's just say our thank yous to Charlie. 30 years of Laura Royal. Here's to many more. Charlie has sponsored our watch-alongs this season. We thank Charlie and we wish him all the best with his continuing health battle. So good luck, Charlie, and thank you as ever, my friend, for your help. Charlie got involved over on Patreon. You can do the same. We just put the shout out for the Thursday Q&A. So if you are a Patreon, get us a question in, why don't you? Loads of super chats yesterday. Thank you very, very much. Very, very kind indeed. The season is ending. So, if you have been watching and you feel like you want to give an end of season tip, then do so, because I ain't going to be making anything for the next couple of months, I have to say. If you're on YouTube, great trend up in the subscriber numbers. So if you're here for the first time, hit subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. And especially tonight, I'm hoping Liam is here, Chris as well. We've got a couple of good League One minds who can give me a bit of a help out. You know me, once the game's going, I'll get a feel for it, whoever I'm watching, but not our normal wheelhouse, but really intrigued to see what's going down in these League One playoffs. We'll say hello in the chat. We will do the teams first off. Again, any info you want to throw in, any opinions on any of these players, any predictions as well, then please do go ahead and get them in. So it's 3rd place against 6th place. We pulled these out when we had Nappers on for the preview show for this on Friday. That is how Oxford managed to get there. A slow burner, let's just say. And in there on the last day of the season, look, they found their way in the end, didn't they? By God. And for Blackpool, similar sort of thing, really. Not quite so extreme, but found their way up into the playoff positions there around round sort of 31. And then very nice job after that to get up into 3rd position. We may or may not be having some issues with the connection there, so just have a little read down the bottom there. Hopefully it will stabilize itself nice and quickly. So there are the teams. Stevens in goal for Oxford. Hansen at right back, Moore and Atkinson, the centre halves, and Ruffles at left back. Sykes, Brannigan, and Henry in the midfield. Elliot Lee, who'll be familiar to Championship fans from Luton. Matty Taylor, once of Bristol City, and Bristol Rovers, I believe, as well. And Brandon Barker up top. So do let me know any danger men there, any career paths you find interesting. Get them in the comments there. On the bench, Eastwood, McNally, Gorin, Ford. Shadipo, I think, is on loan from QPR. Correct me if I'm wrong. Winnall, who we'll remember from Barnsley and Sheffield Wednesday. And a guy for Blackpool and their manager, Neil Critchley. 4-4 F2. You love to see it. Chris Maxwell in goal. Have we seen him at Preston? Am I right before? Turton, right back. Ballard and husband, ex of Norwich and Middlesbrough before. James Husband, I'm trying to remember. Luke Garber, I'm very familiar with. He's been everywhere, including Ipswich. In the midfield, Embleton, Dougal, who was at Barnsley. Stewart, I think, was at Hull. Keshi Anderson down the left. Sims, and the goal scorer up the top is Jerry Yates, who was at Rotherham until, I think, last season. Again, you can help me out in the chat here. On the bench, Moore Thornley, I'm sure I've seen at Sheffield Wednesday. Ek Potato. Jordan Gabriel is on loan, or is he a permanent from Forest? Mitchell Robson. Gary Medine, who can be a nuisance at many levels, let alone League One, if his head is right and his concentration is right, let's just say. Right, let's have a look at some comments. Hopefully you'll give me a bit of a hand with this. Afternoon, Liam and Peanuts. Here we are again. Absolutely, Mr. E. James. Yes, Leeds are up. And Kiko Casilla in goal. Hope Sims does well tonight, says James. There's your Leeds team. Did we get that right? Cooper, we certainly didn't call Casilla. Did we, Rodrigo? Yeah, got it all right, other than the goalkeeper. Never mind. Afternoon, Anir. Alistair, we do need to get that intro updated. Hey, let the season finish first down here and then we'll get it done. Up the U's, Oxford winning this. Chris, have a cup of tea, my friend. Bring me one. League One, go on, Jake. He'll be following Lincoln tomorrow night for sure. Do check him out on Twitter there. Jake_Tongue. Been on his show before us, Martin, in the studio. Indeed. Evening to Alex. Two form teams face off. Yes, indeed. We try and figure out logically what that means in the playoffs. But, hey, we found some patterns in the Championship. I cannot speak to League One because I just haven't done the research that I've done in the Championship. But there we go. But for a free-flowing tie between Fleetwood vs Wickham last year. God, that was chaos, wasn't it? Fleetwood lost it in the first leg, didn't they? I do remember that. Blackpool favourites from me. Good, Luke, you can hang around. He knows what he's talking about. Been in great form in the league. One of the most informed teams in League One. Alistair wants his local derby back. Actually, Oxford's... Well, I say Oxford's not a bad trip. It's not that far in terms of miles, but pretty rubbishy roads, to be honest. Watch Jerry Yates think he should be Millwall's top target. Well, he may be staying with Blackpool if they can get through this. There you go. He's put it all on Chris. Good. Nice. Jake, Oxford missing one of their key men, Sam Long. Yes, Sky were picking that up in the build-up at right back. Thanks, Jake. We'll have a look in those positions. Keep an eye out for Rob Atkinson. Championship interest, very good for Oxford. They're producing the centre-halves, aren't they? Rob Dickey, who was excellent for them last season, has been excellent for QPR. If Oxford go up, will they finish building the stadium? I think they'd have to stay one season in the Championship to stick that stand on the end there. But hey, well, I want to look into Frankie and Benny's or whatever it is in the car park. I'm sure we've all been there, haven't we? Barker, a dangerous player. So is Shadipo, who's on the bench. Very good, quick, wide players. Yeah, and that I did see this Oxford team play a couple of times in the flesh in the 1920 season before the lockdown and everything. I saw them draw, but that was one of the rainiest games I've ever seen in my life. And I did see them win at Portman Road as well. And it was this system, the 4-3-3, and playing through the third. So I think I have a fairly good idea where they're going to be lining up. Taylor loves a Tuesday goal. And it is Tuesday. There we go. Certainly a unique stadium. Yeah. All the air dissipates out of one end, Jason. Matty Taylor. Maxwell from Preston, yeah. I remember he definitely got a red card against Ipswich for Preston once. James Husband, you can still find him in the box. Ellis Sims, deadly in front of goal. This is great stuff. Guys, Gabriel Loan from Forest. Yeah, found his way behind Matt Cash in the pecking order last season, didn't he? Cyrus Christie loaned in there, so Gabriel able to go out. Expect Ellis Sims to get a move in the Championship. What is his background then, Sims, guys? Where has he come from? What I've seen, Blackpool should win this tonight, but may want to settle for a 0-0 or a narrow loss. Watch out for Yates. Matty Taylor is overrated. There he goes. Chris, never one to mince his words. Good old Chris. You love to see it. Evening to Victory Rose and to Charlie and to Callum and Davey, Oxford. A lovely town, unless you're driving. I have got, do you know what? I got 2 driving offences in one day in Oxford. God forbid. I think I put my wheel in a bus lane, and I think I got a parking ticket on the same day as well. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. James Henry used to play for Reading, came through the academy. Carl Robinson talks a very good game, yet to back it up. Experienced, though, isn't he? Robinson, been around a long time. Seen him manage Charlton and MK before. I'm sure I've seen him in the dugout. Oxford, all right, but beer is horrendously expensive. There we go. Nice place. Get the park and ride for sure. Got the coach that day. Match was leaving from my previous employer. Turned up, game got called off. Yeah, we stopped for 10, 15 minutes for that one, didn't we? Went on and on and on and on. Indeed. Sims on loan from Everton. Interesting. Very interesting. So we may see him on loan in the Championship. Benny's anti-Oxford due to fines. Look, this is a hill I am prepared to die on. I do not like driving in Oxford. So, yes. Hate Oxford as a town. Went there 8 or 9 times before I saw Millwall win. Also got nicked there for fighting. You'd love to see it. After a meaningless end of season 0-0 in 82. Good old Millwall. Hey, Chris. Brilliant. Charlie once met some Oxford supporters when I was working at KFC. They're on the way back from Sunderland Stadium of Light. Well, there we go. Everybody's got an Oxford story. Let's just bang through these teams again, as much for my sake as for yours. Stevens in goal for Oxford. Hanson, Moore, Atkinson, Ruffles, the back 4. Henry, Brannigan, Sykes, Barker, Taylor, Lee is the front 6 there, the midfield 3. And the front 3, and for Blackpool, Maxwell, Turton, Ballard, Husband, Garbett, Anderson, Stewart, Dougal, Embleton, Yates, and Sims. Are you ready for some more playoff football? Evening to AJ. Keep an eye on the other games for me, if you don't mind, guys. I think there's a few 6 p.m. kickoffs. Can anyone bung them in the chat for us? What are the 6 p.m. kickoffs up in the Premier League? We know we got the dearly departed. I think Leeds and Fulham are both playing in the 6 p.m. So do let me know what is going on there. There is Neil Critchley, track suited up. The Oxford social distancing looks nicely done. Everyone's spaced out in the away stand. Although it's only home fans, but great to see them in there. And we are ready to go. Weather looks okay, but expect monsoon conditions for 10 minutes at some point. Saints, Leeds, and Man United, Fulham. Keep us updated on those ones, guys, as we're going. Brighton, Man City as well. Here we go from the Kassam, our 3rd playoff game on the channel in the past 2 days, and it's Blackpool that kick us off. Long one forward, straight away, flicked on by Ellis Sims, who's been very much bigged up in the chat, and it goes straight out of play. Nodded forward again. I think the offside flag. is going to be going up. Leeds is the important one. Well, we've got to look at these playoffs here, haven't we? Oxford, a great footballing side, outplayed us at St James Park in the FA Cup, deserved to go through. Stefan, evening. Matty Taylor to prove Chris wrong tonight. You love to see it. The Oxford supporters are on their way back from St James's Park. There you go. Same game referred to. Big clearance forward. Sims is looking to hold it up there. One in the air by Robert Atkinson. And a big header clear by Moore, the captain. It's gone loose in central midfield. Played out wide for Barker on the left. He's got runners ahead of him. Barker plays that one forward. Sykes down the left. Sykes gets it back. And nice patient build up here. Barker's got it again. He tries to cross in right foot. I think did it get a deflection? The Blackpool centre halves don't seem to think so. And out it goes for a goal kick. Example of the way we're expecting Oxford to play. Nice and patient, overlaps, underlaps, womble in free, and not just going to stick the ball in the box. As some would imagine wrongly for League One sides, as Blackpool set up for a short goal kick, although I think Maxwell's going to go long. Centre halves, Ballard and Husband move away. Not the best goal kick. Ruffles hooks it forward. Big header clear out from the back. It's one in the channel, and Stevens comes out and clears it. Bit of a kerfuffle between he and the centre half, and now it's touched on. And here comes. It was Sykes going through the middle, and the foul was committed. The yellow card comes out for James Husband. And really good turn of pace there from Sykes, driving through from central midfield. Plenty of cover, so I don't think ever an idea that there was the denial of the obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Husband commits the foul and takes the yellow card, fullback by trade. Fortunately for him, he had Ballard next to him. And yes, it is. It's referee Madley. We'll give you a time sync in a second, Chris. I've just gone past 3 minutes. They're just lining the free kick up. Matty Taylor is chattering away with Elliot Lee. And it's a nice looking position for this free kick, you would have to say. Nice row of police in the car park, you can see. And is it going to be Lee or is it going to be Taylor? Lee looks like he's sizing it up with the right foot. Josh Ruffles is there as a left foot option. It's right in the centre. Here comes Lee, puts it into the wall. Not a great free kick at all. Prodded away by Dougal. And forward it goes. And I think they've managed to draw the foul there down the left-hand side. Anderson. And the first real opening of the game there. Pretty poor free kick by Elliot Lee. You would have to suggest. Free kick now for Blackpool. In it goes from the left. Sims is battling for it. Oxford are going to get it clear. Hooked back up. Maybe a bit of a high foot there, but Oxford half clear and then a big boot down the ground by Brannigan. And here is Husband. Husband goes diagonal. Nice little touch inside there. And knocked forward by Turton. And Blackpool playing through central midfield there. Nice ball through. Stewart, he gets it back. Well, that was the plan. Intercepted fairly plainly. Now, given away there on the edge of the box. Oh, a little bit muddly for the time being. Forgive me, SofaScore have decided to make the numbers orange on an orange shirt. So I literally cannot read the numbers of the Blackpool players. I may need my phone to remedy this. We will do a time sync in just a second. We're coming up 5.5 minutes. Even stuff. Oxford, first 2 minutes looking decent, and Blackpool now getting their first sort of phases of play. Let me just try and get the Blackpool Twitter up, and that will probably help me out. Hopefully SofaScore will reverse their orange and their white there. Particularly unhelpful for me at the moment. So do bear with me. There we go. That may help. Into the box now on the right-hand side comes Embleton. They've got it clear again. Barker comes streaking away. Great dribble by him. Superb run by Barker. He's gone most of the length of the pitch now. Barker, it's knocked inside, and the shot is in the end from Henry. I think an offside flag has gone up. I think it hit Matty Taylor on the way through, to be honest. Right, we must do this time sync, mustn't we? Oxford 0, Blackpool 0. Great run from Barker, though. Came streaking out of defence. They look like they've got pace in terms of driving through from midfield. Yeah, Taylor was offside. Shot hits him on the way through. Right, time sync. We're going to be on 7 minutes in 3, 2, 1, sync. Would you say less in the line of, Ben, would you say less in the line in League One playoffs than the Championship playoffs? Or less on the line? Yeah, of course you would. Yeah, cliff edge is less, but hey, you got to get up there by whatever means necessary, and it won't be any less tense. That one is for sure. Geography revision. Ben in the background. You love to see it. Nice block by Matty Taylor. What should James watch? Man United or Southampton? Who knows? Keep us updated with whatever's going on in the Premier League. I'm sure I'll get some notifications coming through any second. Looks like the Oxford fans are making a bit of noise here. James Husband is going to go diagonal with the free kick. He's looking for Sims off on the right-hand side, and I think they've won a throw-in very high up the pitch, which Turton is wandering over to take. My dogs sound like they're having a lovely old time downstairs. Hope all's okay down there. Blackpool 0, Oxford 0, Oxford 0, Blackpool 0. Other way round. Sims. The throw-in goes to him. It's knocked off short now. Embleton tries to get the cross, and it's blocked out, and he has won the corner. First attacking set play here. Well, first corner. They did have a free kick that they put in. Blackpool. Not really the danger that could have been from the free kick in the sort of in the D area for Oxford, but here comes Luke Garbett with the headband, sticks that one in, eyebrows off it from Elliot Moore. And it's not gone for another corner. It's going to be a throw-in over the other side of the pitch, which Garber has trotted all the way over to take again. Looks like he's going to toss this one in long. Here it comes. Round of applause, I believe, for the young football supporter who sadly died. Forgive me. Yeah. Hashtag RIP Jordan on the screens. Very, very sad news that, obviously. Bit late for the postman, David. In this house, it's never too late for the postman, believe me. The way my missus likes Amazon. Big clearance there by Stevens. It's gone straight out for a throw as we reach the 10-minute mark. Even in this one, best openings of the game really coming from the Oxford Central midfield. Drive from Mark Sykes. And same really from Brandon Barker. Sorry, excuse me for that bang. Who managed to create that opening with an excellent dribble of his own. Let me take a photo of that. Here we go. That's better. Out it goes over to the left wing. And finally, SofaScore have fixed their colours up. Here's Embleton. He's trying to play it through. I think Kevin Stewart was the runner. Oh, for goodness sakes. SofaScore's having an absolute fit here. Goodness me. Let's read some of the chat while it resets. Right, there we go. Hopefully. I've got some idea who's what number now. You love to see it. Just logged in, Jeff, on the off chance. You are doing League One playoffs. Absolutely. Doing some recceing ahead of next season. $11:30 on the clock. It's going to be a free kick just on the outside his own box for Jack Stevens, the Oxford keeper. It's that one long right-footed. Cleared away. Nice little turn by Sykes. Comes down the left-hand side. And it's just stopped. And he's conceded the throw-in actually as well. Decent defending. Thrown in the right-back position for Turton. For Blackpool, he tosses it down the line. Knocked forward into the channel. Trying to get Yates in behind. First time I've mentioned him, to be honest. If I considered blonde highlights, Mark, I could show you some pictures of me when I was young. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Some very, very dodgy blonde highlights in there for sure. 2 or 3 times, actually. It's back with Maxwell. He goes long. Sims has kind of thied that one off to Stewart. He's robbed. Referee Madeley says no foul. And out strides Atkinson. Here's Moore. Atkinson plays that one down the left. Barker. They're doubling up nicely. Old school 4-4-2. 2 banks of 4 behind the ball there. Sykes has gone down. Oxford players not happy about that challenge. Don't think the yellow card's going to be coming out. Another attacking free kick now for Oxford. Please give this stream a like. Hopefully draw some others in. Hit subscribe, ring the bell if you haven't already. Lots of familiar people there, so I think you've all subscribed already. And I thank you. A free kick to Oxford. In it comes from Henry. It's a poor one. Blackpool held a pretty decent high line there. Henry tried to drop it into the gap. As my phone lights up and tells me it's Manchester United 1, Fulham 0. Manchester United 1, Fulham 0. If anyone can grab us a goal scorer for that one, would be greatly received this end. Cagey stuff as ever. Aren't the first 15 minutes of a playoff semi-final always, though. 14:35 on the clock. Big throw in down the line. Moore heads it away for Oxford. Nice feet by Lee. Trying to play in the tight space there. It's gone loose. Sims comes short. Manages to win the ball, but has to go back into Turton at right back. Turton with the diagonal. That's a nice... No, it's not. Nice idea. Just trying to get Anderson away down the left-hand side. Didn't quite manage it. One of those ones where you think decent ball and then out it goes. Cavani. The kid knows where the goal is. I think he's got a future. Throw in down the line. Out it goes. Another Blackpool throw. 15:30 on the clock. What a goal from Cavani. Anyone describe that one for me? I can't be dealing with flipping the channel at the moment. It's got to focus in on this one, I think. Bouncing ball in the left channel. Yates is battling away. Oxford get it clear. Nodded back by Husband. And a free kick conceded by Jerry Yates. Oxford are going to have the restart. I have to watch this. Really, I do. Evening, Jake. Yeah, keep us posted on Leeds. Leeds off at Southampton. Leeds win tonight. They go 8th. 8th place with about 5 days of the season to go. Unbelievable. Cleared long. Dougal chests it down. Knocked inside by Anderson into the left-back position. Nice flick on by Sims. Ooh, 1v1 there between Atkinson and Yates. If Yates gets there first, either he pings it behind Atkinson and he's in, or Atkinson brings him down, and we've got a whole world of pain and denials of obvious goal-scoring opportunities there. Is it thundering in Milton Keynes, Liam? I'm only about 15 minutes away. No thunder this end, although I've got my earphones in, to be fair. Switched out. Good ball by Sykes. Here comes Barker down the left-hand side. Inside onto his right foot. Blackpool hold a very high defensive line, don't they? The four all push out at the same time. Well-rehearsed offside trap. There. Clip back into the channel, looking for Ruffles down that left-hand side. He just got ahead of Barker, the winger, and they're going to reset and go again. A really deep midfield position for Brannigan. He's in between the two centre halves, trying to make the play, and he's going to hit a searching ball forward, headed out. Thought he could have gone back to the keeper there on the cover. I think it was Garbett, but sorry, it wasn't Garbett. He's on the ball now. Other side, Turton. Oh, nice turn there by Anderson. Back to Garbett. Garbett slides it through. Here's Sims. Sims tries to make the cross. It's going to fall to Anderson. Big chance, good save. And, oh, goodness me, it's hit him by Embleton. Volleyed across. Oh, triple chance there for Blackpool. They're still alive here. Garbett's popped up on the right wing now. Nice back heel to Turton. Crosses in low. Oh, Blackpool very, very close to taking the lead there. Big counter-attack. Good play by Anderson and Sims. A good save first off, and then a big block afterwards. And Blackpool are still going now. Actually, here's Embleton. Plays that one out wide to Turton. They've got Oxford really pinned back now. Dropped in short to Embleton again. Embleton hits the shot, deflects, I think, off his own man, Sims. Through to the keeper. Oof. They showed there on transition, Blackpool, that they can play, can't they? Fed through. Sims drives it in. It's blocked. It's a huge chance, actually. Chests it down. They can't touch him. He's in the box there. It was Anderson. Hits it with the left foot. Oh, it's a big chance. That's good goalkeeping, isn't it? By Stevens comes out and makes the block, but it's a big chance there. Bit of composure. Can he lift it? Can he slide it? Can he go for the nutmeg? He just goes for power. Keshi Anderson there. And that's going to go down as a big chance for sure. Husband spent years with us, Fulham. Surprised his career didn't kick on. Just one of those who's been left in purgatory. Hasn't he? Good defending. Yeah, fine. And the block after, well, the block in the first instance and good goalkeeping as well, I do agree. Ben, you are Premier League. Thank you, Kevin. I think that's a compliment. What a chance. Much more open this. Yeah, both teams can play. More blocked on the line. Also, yeah, in the follow-up. Grayson, no, Grayson's in charge of Fleetwood now. AJ. Neil Critchley, who was being questioned earlier in the season, but you'll see why. You'll see why he's not being questioned anymore if I press that button, because that's what's happened to Blackpool throughout the season. They've improved and improved, and here they are now in the playoff semi-final first leg, and really they should have taken the lead there. Luke Troy was good defending and a good save, but you do make the attacking player the favourite there, running in on the keeper inside the 6-yard box on the left foot there. Should probably have scored. Keshi Anderson. Forward is Garbutt again. Takes the throw in. Garbutt knocks it back to Anderson. It's Sykes who's a very... and Sykes is probably about to get a yellow card. He slid in there, caught his man on the follow-through. I think he's going to get the yellow card, isn't he? Kenny Dougal certainly thinks he should. He might let him off. Looks like he's going to give him the last warning for sure. Let's have a look at this one. He's a bit lucky to get away with that one, I think, when we're talking about, reckless or endangering opponent there. Big slide and not very near the ball. I think Neil Critchley agrees with me. So there we go. Madeley not bringing out the yellow card for that one. He did for James Husband earlier in the game. I thought it was going to come out again there, to be honest. Cross comes in. Oh, it's gone loose. And Blackpool have taken the lead. And the set play not cleared. And I think it's Embleton has forced it in. Or is it Turton on the goal line? And Blackpool have the lead. It didn't need the yellow card for the advantage there because they've scored straight from the set play. In it goes with the right foot, the in-swinger. I think they were looking at Garbutt for the outswinger. Sims may have been a little inch offside, but he doesn't touch the ball. And then it's Ruffles, the left back. Oh, it's really poor from Ruffles, isn't it? Dangles a foot at it. It needs a right-footed clearance, doesn't it? It's really bad from Ruffles, actually, isn't it? Just kind of lazy leg, knocks it straight to Turton. He's got to do better than that because he stitches up his keeper as well. And Turton smacks it in for 1-0. Blackpool lead, set play. And it's 6th place 0, 3rd place 1 after 23 minutes. Ollie Turton with the goal. But Josh Ruffles really getting caught out. The Oxford left back in the wrong position, needs to either go with the right foot or just leave it because Sims is offside. The keeper's in there. He does neither. He does probably the worst thing possible and nicks it across his own goal, and Turton just forces it over the goal line. It is 1-0 to Blackpool. First blood. Let me know what you think in the chat. The plot thickens. James, Super Stream's going to be big. I think it's going to be a mega stream. In fact, we're doing 3 games. There's a wow. You're not going to get a wow yet from me. I think my voice is still hurting. Turton 1-0. Ruffles. Well, he was, wasn't he? Deserved lead. Blackpool looking good here. Hoping Blackpool go up. Yes, and happy birthday, Dean Lewington. We can't do a League One game without Dean Lewington or James Coppinger getting mentioned, can we? Oxford 0, Blackpool 1. Turton with the goal. Embleton, nice ball fizzed into Yates. Sims runs off him. Not quite on the same wavelength there. Oxford sweep it up and there's a foul there, surely. Little shove in the back by Kevin Stewart on Josh Ruffles, who needs to get his head up and get that mistake out of his head. Don't know what he's thinking there. And there's 2 of them there, Turton and Yates on the back post, and Turton puts it home. Oof. Eli, legend, we mentioned you in the stream last night. Managed to get inside, on the inside at Oakwell last night. Glad to be back, I'm sure. Barnsley going to be facing a 1-goal deficit. But hey, after that Leeds Derby game, anything can happen in the second leg. Sky was saying actually earlier in their broadcast, Blackpool have won 5 playoffs in their time. Surely no one's won more than that. Here comes Sims into the channel. Sims has worked it now. Sims on the left foot, deflected. 2-0 to Blackpool. Wow. And Sims does really well. He's played into the channel, comes inside on the left foot, and it is 2-0. Oh, Carl Robinson looks on. He's not impressed with that one. Oxford 0, Blackpool 2. Oh, and this is a stretch now for Oxford. They've got themselves 2-0 down within the first 25 minutes. Sims does well. He lifts it over Atkinson, but someone's got to go tight when he does that. Once he gets the run on Atkinson's in all kinds of trouble. Nice lift over. Moore has probably got to do a bit more. He's static. He doesn't come out to close it down. And Sims is then able to drill it with the left foot. I think it gets a bit of a deflection off Moore. I mean, it's good play by Sims, but so much space in the box. Look, he's got time. It bounces twice. Yes, okay. I saw the deflection a bit clearer that time, but good bit of quality by Sims. The cat is amongst the pigeons, and it is Oxford 0, Blackpool 2. And what a start from Blackpool. We've seen it before. My team, Ipswich, was down 2-0 in 2 playoff semi-final first legs at about this time as well, and got it back to 2-0. Crossed in. Look at Taylor. It's going to go on loose, and the shot comes in from Ruffles, deflected. Taylor goes in for the challenge. This is great stuff in League One here. Also, in 1992, Derby were 2-0 down at Blackburn. 2-0 up. Blackburn won that game 4-2. So we have seen turnarounds in playoffs, but there is a lot to do for Oxford in this one. And third place really have got the big, big advantage now. Goodness me, let's have a look at the chat. There's the wow. Well, it needed one, didn't it? Oh, it needed one. Critchley, well, he's doing the business. Carl Robinson is on the phone, presumably down to the dugout there. Good luck in getting reception in any football stadium. But, oh, goodness me. 2 quick-fire goals. Blimey. Impressive stuff from Blackpool. It was worthy of a wow, the second one, wasn't it? Bias at the door. Come on, Blackpool, says Charlie. Thank you, Charlie, as ever. He's our sponsor of our live watch-alongs. Bad defending. I think we're in 2 things can be true territory, aren't we, Liam? Once he got the run on Atkinson, he was in trouble. Sometimes we get a handball, don't we, when they try and the striker tries to lift the ball over. Good clearance there, but Moore is static. He needs to just take that one step out, and that's a block rather than a deflection past his own keeper. Easy for me to say, but there we go. Robinson on the phone. Who's he calling, eh? Warnock? Men against boys, Blackpool, impressive. Get in. Sims and hey to QPR. Forever. Oxford 0, Blackpool 2. A lightning start by Blackpool. We saw this last season, actually, in the Fleetwood and Wickham game, and it was Wickham who sped off into the distance. We've spoken about the Championship first legs in the main over the 31 years being tight. You do get the odd one like this. This one's into the channel now for Yates to chase. Yates knocks it back down the line. Embleton can't keep it in. He's calling Mick. Well, with Mick's record in the playoffs, probably not the right guy to call. Evening to Lee. There we go. I like that one, Luke. Get him in. Calling for a miracle. Well, there's a long way to go. 180 minutes, 90 had 60, anyway, 150 minutes. Yates has got loose now. Yates into the penalty box. Yates goes down. I think more are coming together than any kind of foul tackle there. Oxford get it clear, but it's fairly simplistic what I'm seeing from Blackpool. Anyone who watched football in the 90s would have seen a 4-4-2, and you play the channels and you try and get your wide players on the ball. God, I saw this from Mick McCarthy in 2015. Get your forwards on the turn as well. And they can't cope with them at the moment, can they? Particularly on early transition. Blackpool finding Sims and finding Yates there in Ruffles' position there over his shoulder in the left back position. But look, free kick to Oxford here on the left-hand side. In it goes, right-footed from Henry. Good delivery, good header clear there. I think it might have been Turton, the goal scorer. Again, Henry plays it back in to Sykes, who's the deepest player. Brannigan clips it diagonally, and that's an easy clearance again into Anderson, who gets a lucky bounce. Tries to play it down the line for Embleton, and Atkinson plays home. Sunny skies in Ipswich, always. Caps Cow 2-0. Oh God, there may be many Oxford fans saying that right now. Leicester won a playoff final from 3-0 down. I think they came back from 3-0 down against Swindon, but then Swindon won 4-3, if I'm remembering the same game correctly. Leicester Derby the season before. You're testing my memories of 90s playoffs here. That's the Glenn Hoddle playoff final, the one where Leicester came from 3-0 down to 3-3. I think it's Paul Bowden scored the winner. Someone fact check me on that. 93, 94. Leicester versus Swindon. Check out the Glenn Hoddle goal as well. Beautiful. Clipped down the line by Oxford. Easy clearance for Dan Ballard. Where's he on loan from, guys? Ballard, I've forgotten. Who's better in the Championship out of these two? Well, Oxford's certainly an easier journey, isn't it, Charlie? But there we go. More calls for Oxford to fill in the stand behind the goal. 90s football, oh, it doesn't get any better than that. Ballard from Arsenal. Thank you, Luke. Not Mark McGuinness then. Here is Barker. Nice step over by him. Barker down the left wing. It's blocked by Turton. Did it come back off Barker? I think it did. Goal kick. Referee Madeley chuntering away. At least he communicates with the players, I guess. It's Oxford 0, Blackpool 2. Madeley giving Chris Maxwell a warning, saying don't take 45 seconds over every goal kick. Down the ground it goes from Maxwell. Flicked on by Sims and headed home easily to Stevens by Jamie Hansen, the fullback. Critchley looks like he's writing with an orange pen, a Blackpool pen. Scribbling down in his notebook. Stevens, big clearance. Now it's gone loose. Here's Sykes, lovely ball by him into the channel. Here is Barker, engages his man. Barker, the shot's blocked. It's a bad touch. Bounce up into the midriff there of one of the Blackpool defenders, but no handball given. Still 0-0. Scrappy game in the Leeds match. Ooh. It does hit James Husband's hand. Bounced up off an opponent's foot. So we may be in a quick change of direction off an opponent territory, which then goes down as not deliberate, unless the ball's going in the goal. But yeah, let's not get started on handball. Sorry, Jack, I was going to read your comment there. Allowing Leeds chances. Get the feeling if Leeds don't concede this half. Outwork Saints in the second half. Why can I remember who scored for United against Southampton 25 years ago, but can't remember what emails I'm supposed to do. Same as me, hey? Selective memory. You remember what's important to you. It was very nice to meet Lee last week. Bless him. Driving past on work business. Came and said, hello, long-time subscriber. So lovely to meet you, Lee. We socially distanced. Lee kept his mask on, I promise. And we had a cup of tea and chatted some football. And then I got back to work. Because I'm a work machine, aren't I? Big ball forward looking for Sims. They're not afraid to be direct when they need to here. Blackpool. It's working, for goodness sake. They're 2-0 up. Ooh, overcommit there. And here goes Barker again. He's a lovely dribbler, isn't he? Now, here comes Sykes. Sykes is in behind. Into the box. Can he find Taylor? No, he can't. Oh, dear. Oxford look really dangerous driving from midfield, particularly with Barker and Sykes. But the final ball, not quite there. We know at League One level, if you give Matty Taylor service, he will get the goals, but yeah, they're not quite joining the dots there. Barker certainly has got legs on Turton in that right back area, hasn't he? So yeah, workaholic. Thank you, QPR. I'll take that as a compliment. To the person on Facebook saying, show me live. As always, I do not own the rights to football, and I do respect that people pay to own the rights for football and copyright and things of that nature. So no, I will not be streaming the intellectual property of Sky Sports tonight. We'll just be talking about it and having a good chat here. Down the left goes Garber, trying to get away from James Henry, I think, in the right back spot. Or was it Hansen? He's won the throw-in the end. 37:30 on the clock. Dougal crosses into the back post. You're welcome, PMMO. Thank you for being so polite. Goal kick to Oxford. Stevens going to take it. Oxford 0, Blackpool 2. God, imagine we had the EFL rights exclusive. That'd get some views, wouldn't it, eh? We'd get you all on board as pundits then. Stewart plays that one out to Anderson. Garber, floaty switch of play. He's admiring that pass a little bit. Could have drilled that. Played Turton into trouble. Ballard goes long. And yeah, Blackpool just a sweeping 10-minute really period. In fact, not 10 minutes, 5-minute period, 23 and 26. The goals flying in. They just drew that free kick a minute or two before that. Cleared by Stevens. Taylor does well there. Just nips in front of his man, draws the foul off Ballard. Dougal. What went on? Went for tea, come back, and 2-0. We always lose to Blackpool, not so much Oxford. Well, we'll see if Jeff goes away again. Whether the goals will start to flow one more time. Free kick to Oxford, left-hand side, right-footed. It's going to be taken by James Henry. High line held by Blackpool. And, yeah, similar story. Blackpool get the line right. Henry gets the free kick wrong. And it just drops out of play behind the goal. And it's another goal kick to Blackpool, which Chris Maxwell is going to take. Amazing. A couple of Blackpool fans there standing up on the hill have travelled down. I think they're watching on the iPad as well. Lots of people trying to get a free look at the football here. Turnover in midfield there. A clip through. Nothing doing as we approach the last 5 minutes of this first half. Sykes trying to get away. Definitely something there down that side for Oxford, I think. Could do with a bit more protection ahead of him from Embleton. It's going to be a throw into Oxford. Ruffles in to Barker. Barker goes back into Atkinson to Moore. Moore's going to have to go long. Clips it into the channels. Poor ball. Garbutt touch. Can he get rid? Yes, he can. Concedes the throw in, though. Pretty rudimentary stuff. It's back with Moore again at centre half. Barker coming down the left-hand side. They have doubled up this time. It's bounced back off, though, and Barker's got it again. Tricky custom. Oh, lovely little clip ball through. Lee crosses it, knocks it back, and Matty Taylor blocks it. Barker, definitely the pick of the Oxford players attacking-wise. He's a real handful down that left-hand side. Terrific ball there, I have to say. He's offside, Elliot Lee, isn't he? Linesman didn't spot that on the other side. James Husband is right to protest about that one. But my point stands that Barker is a handful. Very clever ball clipped in. Fooled the linesman as well. Henry with the corner. Punched by Maxwell. I don't know what's been given there. I think there's been a foul on the keeper been given. And it's going to be a restart for Chris Maxwell. Big handful of shirt there. Ballard on Moore. Keep your eye on that one as if Oxford get set plays in the second half. As Chris Maxwell attempts to kill another 45 seconds with this restart. Headed forward by Stewart. And it's going to go all the way through to Jack Stevens in goal. For Oxford, 42:54 on the clock. Start collecting your thoughts, guys, on the first half. Ready to give me those. And we can do a bit of Q&A at half time. Nice play by Moore there. Here is Sykes. Got good dribblers in this team, haven't they, Oxford? Forward to Ruffles. I think Sykes got fouled into the bargain there. Referee Madeley tried to play an advantage. Now, it hasn't worked out at all. And then that's surely a foul by Matty Taylor. He should know better than that, shouldn't he? I think that one's called a receipt in the business. Taylor making a foul on behalf of Sykes, who did get fouled, I think, and an advantage was left to play. Taylor's frustration, understandable, but took it out on the wrong guy. Oh, that's an interesting one, Luke. On loan from Glasgow Rangers, yeah? Out of contract at the end of the season, started his career. There might be a bit of a queue for him at League One level. Luke, anyone know any managers who like to play with dribblers in an inside left position? A lot different compared to yesterday's games. Blackpool have attacked well, but Oxford look a threat and will score. Yeah, I do agree. Do agree with you, Liam. Definite threat from Sykes and from Barker. And you know as well with Taylor, you know that if he gets a chance, he will likely take it. There's a yellow card come out. I'm not entirely sure to whom and why. I think it's Keshi Anderson delaying the restart, I'm sure. Yeah, he's got a yellow card. Cheap one there. Will Roy Hodgson get another job in the Championship or League One? God, he really, really loves the game if he comes age 72 or 3 and works in the Championship or what have you. What a career that guy's had. I would have thought he would only have wanted a Premier League job, but we'll see. Here is Sims into the channel again. Oh, Sims nearly found Anderson. Garbutt's recycled it. Anderson now on the left-hand side, stood up by Hansen. Back to Garbutt. Garbutt back to Anderson. 1v1 with Hansen. Will he try and take him on? Doesn't look like he wants to. Back to Garbutt now. Can he provide? Yes. Well, he puts the cross in, but it's easily cleared. We're into stoppage time, by the way. Didn't rule out another job. Maybe he'll just sit there and wait until there's a Premier League club in trouble. I suspect at his age, they're not going to be long contracts he's signing, though. Here's Dougal. Dougal comes down the left. One back by Oxford, and we are just playing out the last 30 seconds of the minimum stoppage time. Anderson's won it back. Good ball to Embleton. Embleton drives away. Oh, Embleton nearly squidged that through to Elliot Sims. They do look dangerous, don't they? When they get in positions, Blackpool, they're nice and direct. They're quite happy to find Sims and Yates early. And those two strikers have clearly just been told, when we're on transition, just run in behind. We'll find you, I guess, is what they've been told. Carl Robinson's already headed down by the looks of it. And the reason he's doing that is because it is half time. Oof. We had a couple of tight games yesterday. We got 2 goals in the first 26 minutes of this one. A flyer from Blackpool. Oxford 0, Blackpool 2. Even going, and then Blackpool just going into overdrive in 20 to 30 minutes and hitting 2 goals. Turton from a set play. It's a mistake by Ruffles. He's got to do a lot better with that one. Sims gets the second. Good play by Sims. Flips it over Atkinson's head, but Elliot Moore needs to get tighter, doesn't he? And then in the end, it deflects off him and stitches Stevens up. So a couple of bad goals to concede. But look, good delivery from the set play. Good positive attacking play by Sims as well. And it's, sorry, Ellis Sims. I called him Elliot Sims because Elliot Lee is written in front of my face on the screen. My apologies. And yeah, just a big hill to climb. We won't say a mountain yet. There's 135 minutes to go, plus potential extra time if they can get back the 2 goals. Oxford, they just don't want to go 3 or 4 down now, do they? They've got to ease their way in, but they really could do with a goal in the second half. Get your thoughts in on this one. Right, let's have a look at some chat here. Oxford started a bit flat, Charlie. Blackpool like a train. Phil Oxford have the level to get next goal pivotal. Yeah, agree with that. 3 halves left. I know exactly what you mean, Charlie. Sun ran a story linking Roy to West Bromwich. Sam, yeah, it makes some sense, doesn't it? He's been there before. Be fun to have Big Sam back in the Championship, though, wouldn't it? Loving this proper football. 0-0 half-time lead Southampton. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, it's still Manchester United 1, Fulham 0. Cavani with the goal in that one. Palace will come running back if the Lampard experiment doesn't work. Yeah, Lampard, hot favourite now to take over at Palace. Reese, loving the season reviews. We just work your way down the table. Yes. I've made the notes for Stoke. I've started Blackburn, but as you can imagine, pretty busy this week. So we'll try and get through them as best we can, as fast as we can. Hodgson actually started management in 1982. Crikey. Nearly 40 years ago. That is sensational. Oxford would be a shorter trip, Blackpool has a better beach. Yes, indeed, it does. I think a few fans do like Blackpool in the same division. You're going to go and book a B&B and get on it on the Friday night and have a night out up in Blackpool. So some fans like that. I'm a bit long in the tooth for all that now. But there we go. What else are we saying in the chat? Good to see Oxford have never changed. Oh, I'm not going to read that, Alistair. Come on. We're better than that over here, aren't we? Roy started in 82. Sweden in 75. God, what a career. He was at the World Cup, wasn't he, with Switzerland in 1994. Udinese in Italy. Blackburn. I remember him. Brilliant at Fulham. Wasn't he? Absolute legend there. Didn't quite work out at Liverpool. England manager as well in 2016. We've seen him then at West Brom and Palace as well. Goodness me. I'll try and get his Wikipedia up maybe and we could have a look at it. Right, guys, let me just do the numbers. Then I'm going to do my cards plug read and then we'll do some Q&A at half time. Let's just see what the underlying metrics are saying in this one. So 2-0 to Blackpool, 54-46 on the possession in Oxford's favour. 5 shots apiece, none on target for Oxford. Blackpool with 3 on target, 1 corner apiece. And then look at that, 2 big chances. And of course, one of the big chances, I guess, would be Keshi Anderson's chance, which was saved as well. So 2 big chances and 1 missed. They have just been at it in the penalty boxes. Only 163 and 192 on the passes. So not as much playing through as we may have expected. But hey, they've been pretty well effective in the boxes. Get some questions in. We'll do a bit of Q&A. Let me just do my cards plug. Go and check one of these out. That is my cards plug. Beautiful stuff. 20% off your order at Cards Plug. If you're a viewer of the channel, all you have to do is visit cardsplug.com/Bloom. You've got to go in the tradesman's entrance there. Cardsplug.com/Bloom. Enter discount code Bloom at checkout. I'm not really getting it in the shot there very well. I'll get in trouble off Cards Plug for that. There it is, 91 dribbling. I have 91 dribbling. That is a fact because my Cards Plug says so. Because Stone Cold said so. Cardsplug.com/Bloom. Enter discount code Bloom at checkout. And if you want to get a Benjamin Bloom badge, I'll send you the artwork. I'd love to see that. We have get a lot of you to get them in the backgrounds. That would be a fine thing. I'm sure I'd be very popular with Cards Plug. Just have a look on the ticker. That's what's going on over the next couple of days. We are obviously here and now watching Oxford versus Blackpool. It's 2-0 to Blackpool. Brentford versus Bournemouth. We will be previewing. I'll get that done in the morning. Lincoln versus Sunderland will be here tomorrow night, doing exactly what we're doing right now. So come and join us for that. Then Swansea-Barnsley preview will be on Thursday. And I'll give you a statistical breakdown. Not that you want to see it, although the numbers were quite good for the first leg breakdown. We'll give you a statistical breakdown of the second legs in the championship. Quick shout out to good old Charlie, who's been in the chat. He sponsors our watch-alongs. 30 years, Allure Royal. Here's to many more. Super chat, if you want to support at any point during the broadcast. King of the Bin still available, I believe. And please hit like, hit subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. 16,000. In fact, let me just check because I think we were at like 99 when I was last on my YouTube app. I might be able to update that ticker. Can I? Yes. Outstanding. Thank you, everybody. 16,300 subs. You absolutely love to see it. Thank you, you lot. And believe me, it's you lot that makes the channel grow. It really, really is, because we know that YouTube tracks the numbers and pushes you to other people. So it's you lot being subscribers already that helps bring others and helps us find new subscribers. Come and join the journey. Hit subscribe. It's been a great season and really looking forward to continuing this next season. Right. Let's have a look at your comments in here. Chris, not as well reffed as yesterday's game. Blackpool look a class above. Oxford deserved their 2-goal lead. Look sharper in all areas. Oxford attacks come to nil. Brannigan has done little. Good point on Brannigan, Chris. It's not even like they've detailed anyone to look after him, have they? It's just that I think that position on the pitch with the 2 Oxford centre-backs and Brannigan, that's where the deep line playmaker is supposed to be. They've just been too worried about Yates and Sims going the other way the whole time. Do I think Hodgson will retire? Look, he's obviously a hugely wealthy, successful, famous man. So he doesn't need to work. He doesn't need to retire. I'd retire and go around the world, I think. But look, he loves it. He's been a great servant to the game. And I think he's going to continue by the look of it. But yeah, what a career and what a guy, Roy Hodgson, going to be finishing at Palace. Big up from me to Roy Hodgson, big style. Do you know, I briefly met Roy Hodgson just by complete chance. That was at a playoff semi-final, actually. It was Fulham versus Derby, second leg in 2018. And he was just going in the private entrance just as I walked past. I didn't say anything to him. You can tell when somebody famous has just got their head down and they just want to walk straight across. But, of course, he was about to get mobbed by Fulham fans as well, wasn't he? Come on, Oxford, says Joseph. Jake, 0-0 half-time at St Mary's. Southampton the stronger in the first 25 minutes. Some nostalgic Casilla antics. He's been on safari, has he? Saints look tired. I tell you what, Casilla would be perfect for Barnsley in goal, wouldn't he? He would love that. Ben, if I can get you a ticket to the QPR Sheffield United game, you're interested in going? When's that? Is there some kind of friendly or something going on? But yes, of course, yeah. Absolutely. Would love to. Gotta love Roy. Seems a nice gent, isn't he? Just, although I do love it, Lee. I'm sure you've seen that clip on YouTube where someone asks a question he doesn't like and he's effing and jeffing at them. Brilliant stuff. Stands up for himself. Oh, sorry. Let's get a Pepsi Max on the go, guys. That'll speed me up. What can you do with the card today, Ben? Yesterday it was snowboarding. I think someone said in the chat, yeah, a tray to carry beers as well. Although I'm quite good at the... has anyone mastered the diamond, the 4-pint carry, where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and you go around like that? I've got little dainty piano player's hands, so I can't do it. But yeah, I can do the 3-pint triangle, the Bermuda Triangle. Cooper, strongly linked with Palace. Anyone got any odds? Use Betfair, please, if you're going to grab any odds. One of our partners here. Liam, should Thomas Frank be sacked if Brentford don't go up? I think there will be plenty that say should. I would consider starting the next season with him. If they've got a recruitment plan and they're going to go down the same path, and he's got third place 2 years in a row, then let's be honest, if it wasn't for parachute teams, he would have been promoted, wouldn't he? He's been denied by Norwich and Watford this season, hasn't he? West Brom last season finished above him. Obviously, Leeds had Bielsa and he lost to Fulham in the playoff final. So he's come very, very close. There is an argument to say they're punching their weight, Brentford, and it's only been the idiosyncrasies of the wealth distribution that may have stopped Brentford, but they didn't show up for the playoff final last year, did they? So, look, I'd keep him, but I know we'll get plenty who'll say, look, he had Ben Rama, he had Watkins, he had Tony, he didn't get promoted. He didn't have Buendia, he didn't have Pookie or Aarons, he didn't have Sarr or Firmino or Cleverley or Hughes or Sierralta, did he? So, look, sometimes wrong place, wrong time. But, yeah, there you go. We must do these pint glasses. Please keep reminding me. My pad's downstairs, actually, so I can't write it down. But, yes. Is Eddie Howe a good fit for Palace? Yeah, I'd say so. Although it looks like Frank Lampard's the favourite for that one. But yeah, I think Eddie Howe might do a good job there. And if he likes Bournemouth and he's a homeboy, he can live somewhere south of the M25 and get into Palace, can't he? Hey, some nice places to live around there. I'd buy a BB beer glass as long as it said, leave your bias at the bottom of the glass. But actually have it written in the bottom of the glass. That would be lovely stuff, wasn't it? Jonathan, bit of a catch-22 as a Preston fan. Don't know what I want. Well, just enjoy it then. Sit back in your neutral seat there, Jonathan. There you go. There's some Palace odds. Lampard 5-4, Howe 3-1, Dyche 4-1, Ishmael 4-1, Wilder 11-1. Or is he 18-1? Sorry, Ishmael 11-1. Wilder 18-1. Thank you, Anir. Jay, if any manager gets sacked, Karanka is he's waiting in the wings, isn't he? I think he might go manage abroad or go and be an assistant, possibly again, mightn't he? Brighton 0, Manchester City 1. I didn't even know it kicked off, but champions Manchester City have the lead after 2 minutes. Brentford, not a sacking club. He's done well under the Justice League system that they use. Yeah, he has. Ben, has Thomas Frank taken Brentford to where they are, or have Brentford taken Frank to where he is? Who would miss who? It's hard to say, isn't it? The only way you'll know is if he does leave, how would they get on without him. All I will say is I saw George Burley and Ipswich in the late 90s finish third 2 seasons in a row and lose in the playoffs in that first third place finish. They got up the second season. They'd lost in the playoffs the previous 2 seasons as well. And then they went and finished 5th in the Premier League. And as George said at the time, they've won a hell of a lot of games by that point. So there's not much going wrong at Brentford. Got to the playoff final extra time, didn't they? But yeah, we will see. Could be a lot worse without Frank, says Sophie. Indeed, are we just about to kick off? Ready for the second half. That's from Betfair, don't worry. Well done. Liam Walsh joining the City decampment to ITFC. Oh, I'd love to have him. I haven't heard anything, but look, Ipswich have got money now and every player in the sun, under the sun has been linked. Right, we have kicked off second half. I'm sure why Lampard is being touted. Do I rate him? I mean, I like him. There's arguments to say that he did a good job at Derby. There's arguments to say that he had some very good players at Derby and a good run at the end of the season and a crazy playoff semi-final. But we'd be a bit churlish to take that away from him. He did do a good job at Derby and got to the playoff final, didn't he? Maybe a bit too early for Chelsea. But I like him. Do I rate him? I'm kind of in the middle. I rate what he did at Derby, let's just say. But doesn't seem that there's enough info on Lampard, even though he's been a manager for a good couple of seasons now, hasn't he? Right, we're into the second half here. Let me know if you want a time stamp. 46 on the clock. And it's Oxford 0, Blackpool 2. As Brandon Barker, or as Mark Sykes, sorry, has gone down. Atkinson plays it across to Moore at centre-back. Moore, out it goes to Ruffles, the left-back, who won't want to see that first Blackpool goal again. A nice switch of play, though. Here's Hansen. Everybody sing Mbop. And given away there by him. Husband goes direct into Sims, who holds it up well. Again, lovely ball by Sims into Dougal. Excuse me. Dougal was looking for a foul there. It didn't come. And now Kevin Stewart does commit the foul. It's going to be an Oxford free kick We'll give you a timestamp at 48 minutes, Sophie, so in about 30 seconds. And here, it's another 90s reference. Don't worry, buddy. Free kick to Oxford. In it goes from Henry. Flicked away by Husband. It's going to be recycled on the left wing. In comes the cross, headed clear again by Ballard. Right, timestamp, 48 minutes now. Sorry, it's a bit of a short one. You didn't get much warning there. Looks like Carl Robinson's already going to be making a substitute. Doesn't look like he's discovered iPads because he's drawing out his formations and whatnot on a pad of paper. But there we go. He's old school. Ben misses the league table. Oh, I would have gone to the live league table 100 times already now. Here is Brannigan. Back it goes to Stevens. Stevens is going to go long with the goal kick. One in the air by Garbett. And here is Anderson back to Garbett. Garbett tries to find Dougal. Swept up inside by Sykes. Sykes plays forward earlier to Lee. Well won back by Blackpool. Stewart goes for the channel for Sims again, which has been a really good outball. And Sims is, looking very good at this level, isn't he? Holds the ball up every time, uses it well. He's on the score sheet as well. Decent in the air, good threat in behind. Everything you'd want from a striker in League One. He's chasing him behind again now, but Moore is across to win that header. Embleton's got it down the right-hand side now. He comes in. Good feet by Embleton. Embleton hits the shot just wide with the left foot. Stevens made moves there to get across his goal. Ruffles let him go, didn't he? The left back. And he gets the shot away. Camera angle was a bit deceptive. Missed by a little bit more of a gap than I thought in the first instance. If Oxford can get a goal, take it to 2-1, they have a chance. Blackpool's defensive record at home, it's going to be impossible mountain to climb. Do you know, Ipswich won 4-1 at Blackpool earlier in the season. Stupid division, isn't it? Berardi on for Leeds at half-time. He got, if I'm thinking about this right, Berardi was badly injured at the start of the season, so great to see him back and fit and playing. Madman. Worried about Reading's finances. Elise has 1 year to go. Need to get rid of him. Yes. He may be the golden goose. Problem is, everyone knows it, don't they? See if they can get a bidding war going for Michael Elise, the EFL Young Player of the Year in the Championship. Here comes Barker, step over into the box. Tries to fashion the cross on his right foot and just curl it in, but they were doubled up. Again, Turton getting some help from Embleton. And he's needed it at times, hasn't he? Because Barker looks a tricky customer. Here he is again. And he is 1v1 now with Turton. Comes inside again on the right foot. Sliding tackle. And the player goes down and no foul given, hey? 2021. Who'd have thunk it, hey? Throw into Oxford. Moore. Out it goes via Atkinson to Brannigan. And here is Moore again. Red card for Manchester City, apparently. Oh, now it's played through. And, they were in. It was Sykes, I think, clean through. And it's a good save by Maxwell. It's a big chance. Big chance for Oxford there. Just midfield run. It's a lovely slide rule ball through. Good play, good touch. Now, I think there might just be the tiniest of contacts. By Turton. He just puts his hand on his shoulder there. which is obviously not in the laws. And that he's judged that really well, Turton, because he does enough to put him off, but not enough to commit the foul, which would have obviously been a red card. Luke Garbutt's come off. Didn't look very happy about it, actually. And Jordan Thornley has come on. Massive chance there. Good keeping. Maxwell, agree with both. And just have a look at that hand on the shoulder from Turton there. But Sykes was honest. He didn't go down. He wasn't thinking about it, was he? He just wanted to score the goal. And Maxwell, who's got a ton of clean sheets this season, makes the save. Brannigan. Moore goes back home. And Stevens clears down the ground to the right wing. Flicked on by Hansen. Dougal plays early into Sims for Blackpool. Henry helps it on. And it's back with Blackpool now, turned over by Sykes, who just had that glorious chance, the best of the game for Oxford, who have looked a bit blunt going forward, haven't they? Just haven't looked like they've had that killer instinct. Big switch of play from left to right. By the way, Thornley, who is number 4, I think he's just gone into the left-back spot where Garbutt was. Although Husband is there right now, maybe not. And here is Husband into the box. Husband crosses low. Oh, he's looking for Anderson. Good defending there. Maybe Thornley is going centre back. He's not in shot at the moment, so I can't tell you. Here's Anderson. Certainly Husband didn't have the look of a centre half there. He's done well, actually. Again, Husband onto Anderson. Anderson tries to beat his man and wins the throw-in. Good play again by Blackpool. Which Husband, who, does look like he's playing left back now, he's going to take. Husband crosses in low, cleared out by Moore. There you go, he's in shot, yeah. So Thornley is playing centre half. Alistair will try and give you a time sync at 56, okay, which is in about 40 seconds. Marcus Maddison assigned for 8th tier Spalding. Crikey, what a waste of talent. Deary me. Some big money links for that guy over time, hasn't it? Long goal kick again by Stevens for Oxford, headed away by Husband in the left-back area. And he plays it into the front, looking for Sims to chase on, sweeper keeper. Timestamp coming, 56 in 2-1 stamp. Sorry again if that was a short one. Blame the players. Forward by Hansen from the right-back area. Oxford a little bit more direct the last 5-10 minutes. I say 5-10 minutes. Second half's only 10 minutes old, but you knew what I meant. Surely Blackpool have this if they can keep the 2-goal lead going into the home leg. It takes something pretty spectacular to knock them off. Caps cow _ Sonny Bradley would be a great signing for Ipswich. Again, it's difficult now because I think there's a lot of agents trying their luck, knowing that Ipswich might be able to pay some decent salaries. And we're going to get a lot of stories. Some of them are going to be true. A lot of them aren't. Remember when every championship club was falling over each other to sign Madison? He went on loan to Hull in the end, didn't he? Although would Grant McCann have had him at Peterborough before? Anderson, he tries to slide that through. He has done now. Husband into the box. Husband crosses low. Big chance at the back post for Yates. He's missed it. Oh, dear. Should do much better with that, Jerry Yates. Husband's looked really dangerous since he's gone left back. Slides it across. Yates is onside. He's got to score. He's on the angle, but he's been knocking them in all season, hasn't he? Is he stretching? No, he's not. He's just got his technique all wrong. And, yeah, he should score that. Goodness me. Chance for Blackpool to go 3 up there. Here they come again, playing some nice stuff, Blackpool. Brannigan is surely fouled there by Kevin Stewart, who's been waiting for a yellow card, hasn't he? So Stewart goes into the book. Anderson, Husband, Stewart, all on yellow cards now for Blackpool. We understand Black Bracket Luke. You got to hate that. I understand the poor guys at the paper have to do that and not reveal their sources, but we understand it's the worst, isn't it? Here is Barker. Embleton takes it off him. Embleton plays up the line. They do remind me, just in fleeting moments, when Ipswich were managed by Joe Royle, it was very much run forward, play forward when you've got the chance. And they're not afraid, Blackpool, to play through the lines and get runners going. They're not afraid to go in the channels as well. Maybe not quite as direct as that Joe Royle team, but it's my reference point anyway. Yeah, that is the Stewart that played for Hull, who I believe played for Liverpool, didn't he? Am I right in saying that, Kevin Stewart? And I think, you know what? I think they might have spent parachute money on him as well. Someone look him up on Transfermarkt. Give me a transfer fee for Kevin Stewart, Liverpool to Hull, if I'm getting that right. Out it goes to Anderson on the left wing, crosses right-footed. Poor ball. More media rumours about Maite and Laurent. Interesting at Reading than Elise at the moment. Yeah, Mr. E, there's going to have to be one go out before people stop worrying about FFP and probably should still worry about it after that even. Am I doing Newport Forest? I am not tonight, Luke. I drew the line. I drew the line at Championship and League One. Part of a Robinson swap deal. Yeah, Liverpool's 8 million. Please no. Please no, Hull. Oh, dear. Here comes Barker down the left. Barker crosses low. Huge chance for Henry. He's put it over the bar. Oh, they've had 2 big chances in this half. Oxford. Oh, Sykes was clear through. Saved the one-on-one. It's Barker again, does well down the left. Oh, he's got to hit the target minimum there. Dougal's putting pressure on him. But that's so poor from Henry on the left foot. Leans back, skies it. Look at James Husband's face there. He's basically saying, oof, we should have conceded a goal there. Oh, bad miss again. Oxford just haven't taken the chances at all in this second half, have they? For goodness sakes. What are you doing? Poor miss. Indeed. Field signed for QPR today. Austin and Johansson on the way, we think. A little bit of handbags there, if I'm still allowed to say that, between Hansen and Husband down the left. Excuse me. Dougal in deep central midfield. Henry Oh, sorry, it was Lee led into the back of him. I think Dougal was expecting to get the decision. He didn't. And then it goes the other way. Interesting one. Did he handball it in the end or obstruct it or something? God knows what happened there. Maybe he's given handball. Any rate, it's a free kick to Oxford down the right-hand side. Looks like Henry will take this one. Needs to be more accurate than that shot a minute ago. Much better delivery. Everybody jumps. Misses the first row and just kind of bounces through to Maxwell in the goal. I think it might have hit Elliot more. And the ball is back with Maxwell. Maxwell plays out into the right centre-back position to Ballard. Yates has been penalised there. One of those where the striker's backing in and the centre-half clambers over the top of him and then falls down. Oh, helped on nicely by Lee. Henry's got the bounce now. Henry, right-hand side of the box. It's a dreadful cross again. Oh, dear. It's cleared away. Really bobbles the cross. The Oxford fans are getting behind James Henry in that corner, but wasn't a good cross there, was it? And that's after that miss a couple of minutes ago. I don't want to pile in on the player, of course, but Henry's going to take the corner. He's the key protagonist in this one at the moment as we come into minute 64. Henry with the corner. Getting some kind of head of steam here. Out it goes. The shot comes back in deflected. Oh, Henry nearly got on the end of that there. Anderson's questioning whether he's offside or not. I think he is in the end. And we're going to get another corner for Oxford. So, no, he's not offside at all. Barker takes it short. Henry crosses in. Ooh, flicked header by one of the Blackpool defenders, and it went right across the box. It's cleared. I think it's going to come straight back, is it? No, they've played short. Brannigan from Atkinson's pass. Brannigan turns back. Good play by Brannigan there, actually. And here they come with Atkinson inside to Brannigan. Brannigan is wanting a foul there, and he's not going to get one. Quick turnover, and here's Yates in the channel up the other end. Yates plays inside to Anderson. Anderson back to Yates. And Anderson's got it again on the left now. Blackpool building this move up. It's with Dougal in central midfield. Stewart tries to fizz it through. Fortuitously, it's gone to Sims, though. Bounced all the way across the box there and literally landed straight on Sims' chest for sure. Right, I'm going to give you a better time check this time now. 66 minutes in. 3, 2, 1, sync. So if you are watching on Smart TV or Now TV or Sky Go or on your phone or whatever through the internet, you might be a minute or so behind the TV feed. That's why we're constantly doing these time checks for you guys. In comes the corner for Blackpool. Floaty one to the back post. Ballard heads it down. Dougal. Oh, might have been a handball shout in there. No one appeal, actually, for Blackpool. So I'll keep quiet. Husband plays that one back to Maxwell. Huge clearance. Sims heads on. Embleton. Embleton wins the throw-in for Blackpool. So Oxford have created chances in this second half. They sure as hell haven't taken them. James Henry blasts one over the bar when really well placed. And Mark Sykes was clear. Right, we are getting a double substitution here. Guy and Winnall are coming on. Taylor and Lee are coming off. Matty Taylor, a ghost in this game. No service, to be fair to him, but fair anyone could bring up his touch map, he's barely touched the ball, has he, Matty Taylor? From my memory, certainly not really been the influence that he can be. It's Sims down the right. What an absolute nuisance he is. And Sims knocks it off Ruffles. And out it goes for a corner. A guy used to play for Burnley. J. Emmanuel Thomas. You can still find him, hey? Corner to Blackpool. In it comes left-footed. Floaty. It's a dreadful corner. It's going to go, I think it's going to go all the way out. There we go. Goal kick. Waste of time. So, the two subs, Winnall will likely play down the middle. And I suppose a guy will play down the right. I think they're probably just like for like swaps. Here is a guy. Well, he's going to need better service than that. Winnall's yelling at him. I don't know why, because it's a horrible pass by Winnall. Carl Robinson's telling him to be positive, I think. Winnall's doing that thing where he pretends he can't hear. Thrown down the line by Blackpool, and it's out for another Blackpool throw. Husband, same move. Yates surely got pulled down there by Hansen. Referee Madeley says nothing. In the Premier League, I believe, if nothing's changed, it's Manchester United 1, Fulham 0. Man City are leading at Brighton, but down to 10. And I think Leeds are still 0-0 at Southampton. Here's Atkinson for Oxford. It's broken now for Stewart for Blackpool. And Anderson, good feet and good shift out by him. Here comes Husband down the left-hand side. Cuts back and plays it back into Anderson. Good movement from Yates, but he just moved offside, which is literally the opposite of good movement. It's bad movement. Offside flag up. Anderson's looked quite good in the second half. Pulled the strings a bit, sort of left side of midfield. $70 gone. Can Oxford get a goal back? It could be worse, but it's going to be a hard old slog at 2-0 down in the second leg, isn't it? Excuse me. Here is a guy. There's one in the channel. Winnall's held it up. Winnall to a guy on the right wing. Stands up Husband. A guy tackles himself virtually. It's poor play by the sub. And Husband nicks in and Dougal gets it clear. Here's Hansen, and he has to play all the way back home to Jack Stevens. 71-13 on the clock. Big clearance by Thornley. Here's Atkinson. Southampton 0, Leeds 1. Leeds are going 8th as things stand. And here's a guy. He's into the box on the right-hand side. A guy, and he couldn't get the cross past James Husband, who's having a good time at centre-back. At left-back. Looks better at left-back than he does at centre-back. Oh, that's a good idea, Alistair. Yes, for sure. Oh, now it's a long ball cleared. Yates was chasing after it, but back on the cover there. Here's Brannigan. It was Sykes on the cover, excuse me. Here's more. And Barker coming inside. Hansen on the right wing, a guy ahead of him. He's beaten Husband this time, plays it inside. Good give and go. A guy into the box. He's done really well. Shots blocked, falls on the edge of the area, but good clearance. And here come Blackpool now, helped on by Sims. Yates versus Atkinson. Sims up with him. Fed through. Here's Sims for 3-0. They've done it. Oh, what a counter by Blackpool. And dare I say that could be game over. That's brilliant from Blackpool. Real sucker punch by the Tangerines. And it is 3-0. Outstanding on the counter. Yates and Sims, brilliant. Sims gets his second. They suckered Oxford in there and they've just killed them on transition. Great play by Sims. Touch to Yates. Yates engages his man. And Sims is just a straight run through the middle. Moore doesn't go with him. Simple ball by Yates. Atkinson doesn't get tight. All done on the run. Oh, just too good for him. Real quality from Blackpool there. It is 3-0. And Blackpool are looking very heavy favourites to be in the League One playoff final. And Carl Robinson looks completely perplexed, but real quality there. Just lulled them in, didn't they? A guy who was doing well up the other end, suckered in, and the quality up top with Sims and Yates just does the business, doesn't it? Jordan Gabriel's coming on, and Mitchell is coming on as well for Blackpool. Dimitri Mitchell. A double substitution there. I think Anderson came off. I did not, forgive me, see who else came off there. But Worth, Oxford 0, Blackpool 3. And I said a big hill to climb. I think we're in mountain to climb now. But here comes Sykes. Cross goes in. A guy's on the back post. Husband puts it out. They've got a corner, but it's gone from bad to worse with that goal. Goodness me. Sims is on fire. Go on, lad. Good night, Eileen. This is a warning to Sunderland and Lincoln. Sticks of rock all around. Manchester United 1, Fulham 1. Wow. Henry with the corner for Oxford. To the back post. Nodded. Cleared out by Turton. Trying to recycle it. Oh, be careful. Here come Blackpool on the counter again. Yates is on it. Yates has got a willing runner in Gabriel. It's a poor ball that time by Yates. I suppose he's got some credit in the bag after setting up that goal for Sims. Sims getting his second goal. Here's a guy trying to run Husband, and he's lent on him and fouled in. Fair play to Blackpool. Blackpool dominant, it sounds. Yeah, they've played it perfectly, haven't they? 3-0. First finalist. Very heavy favourite now. Game, set, match. Kiss me quick hats at the ready. One more goal to equal Barnsley at Birmingham. Remember, that's a championship record. I haven't checked the League One records, but Embleton stepped out. Okay. Free kick to Blackpool, to Oxford. What's going on here? Has James Husband been... He's having to take a ring off or something? I don't know what's going on here. I know he's on a yellow card. He's not been sent off, but he's off the pitch. They're not letting him defend this set play. Fortunately for him, Chris Maxwell has just come out and caught it. Yates and Sims have been deadly up top. Oh, yes. Yates missing a chance as well at 2-0. But, yeah, they've done the business, haven't they? Fair play to Blackpool. And their fans been through the mill on the way back up. Yeah, that's true, actually. Blackpool love a playoff final. 5 wins, haven't they? Goodness me. Airdrie v Greenock Morton for Luke later. You love to see it. Speak to my friend Liam on here. He watches about as many games as you do. Oxford 0, Blackpool 3. A bit of a hiding Blackpool are giving Oxford here. Set play flicked on for Blackpool, cleared out. It's run for Turton and Gabriel. Got 2 right backs on now, essentially. Turton goes down the right. Just trying to shore it up on that side, I guess. Double fullbacks. It's the threat of Barker down the left for Oxford. And Blackpool have won a corner. And they've just got to keep their heads now. Because if this goes 4-0, don't know if we even bother with the second leg, do we? Mitchell's trotting up for the corner. Thank you, Luke. Joe Bryan, the goal scorer for Fulham. Mitchell is not trotting up for the corner. He's trotting up to take the corner. It's going to be an in-swinger left-footed from the right-hand side. In it comes to the near post. It's gone loose. A guy has got to deal with this. He's had a tug on the shirt. And a free kick given against him. Going to get another double substitution. Hansen's trotting off the Oxford right back. On comes Anthony Ford. And Shadipo is going to come on. And Barker, he's played quite well, actually. End product lacking, but some threat, I guess. Wouldn't mind Sykes at town. Looks an energetic, tidy little player. Can play centre or out wide. Definitely got some good dribblers, haven't they, Oxford? But, yeah, bit of a horror show, really. Oxford 0, Blackpool 3. But here come Oxford down the left-hand side. They've won a corner. Looked like it was going out, actually. It just pounced on. I think it was Ballard who made the clearance in at centre-back. And we've got an Oxford corner, which James Henry's going to take. Henry swings it in. Easy for Maxwell. Remember, at 2-0, 2 big chances missed by Oxford. Sykes was clear, 1-on-1 saved, and Henry, really, his technique let him down. If it went 2-1 at either time, this looks very, very different. It didn't. And then Blackpool, bit of quality for the third goal, and Yates and Sims combined. And here comes Gary Medine, Sheffield's favourite son. Is coming on. And Jerry Yates is coming off. Yates probably should have scored himself on the back post. Just snatched at his chance, but really good work by Yates throughout the game, making those runs that Shearer used to make, the spin off and into the channel over and again. And he did set up the third, which may prove to be the killer goal. Medine is on. And Blackpool look to just either keep hold of or extend their 3-goal lead. Here is Medine, straight on the ball, knocks it back to Turton. Stewart, Gabriel now down the right. Good tackle by Ruffles. Ruffles played it against Gabriel and wins the goal kick. Fortunately, Davey, the Champions League final is going to be played in Porto. I would have been furious if they moved the playoff finals for Wembley. That would have just been shocking. These lower division players need the chance to get to Wembley, and to take it away from them would have been bang out of order, if you'd ask me, for the sake of some UEFA delegates. Here's Shadipo down the left for Oxford. Comes inside on his right foot. I'm not sure he knows where he's going here. Holds on to it maybe a bit too long, but holds on to it nonetheless. In comes the cross from the left wing. Husband does well. Again, he's been a safe pair of hands for Blackpool defensively at centre-back and at left-back. Flicks their header out, and Ford is going to take the corner from the right-hand side. Moore is up. Atkinson's up. The two centre halves floated in, and Medine wins the header back. Here comes the counter. Be careful, Oxford. Oh, they've done well there. Mitchell to Sims, who just pops it into the space. Look at the pace of Mitchell. Anyone could tell me about him. Looks like he's fairly quick. Dimitri Mitchell, who's come on as a sub. Didn't quite have the Dan James or Adama Traore afterburners to just zoom away there, but looked pretty quick. There you go. More players who are going to be linked with Ipswich and lots of League One clubs. Terrell, Crowley would do well in League One, wouldn't he? Cogley are the main names there. Blackpool taking their time from a throw-in. Medina, I think it was. Inside comes Stewart. Hits a shot left-footed. Drags it wide. 83-36 on the clock. Oxford 0, Blackpool 3. Not what you want in a playoff semi-final first leg if you're an Oxford fan. Exactly what you want if you're a Blackpool fan. All Leeds having a debate about Marcus Stewart. Taxman, get over there and tell him to get me into it. I'll debate them. He's my favourite player of all time, Marcus Stewart. Is this about Pat Bamford of the England squad, I bet? Marcus Stewart didn't get in. Blooming Michael Ricketts did. Go and tell him that, Taxman. Here is Atkinson. Atkinson down the line. Shadipo. Oh, nice looking cross by Shadipo. A guy's there. Punched out by Maxwell. Headed up in the air by Mitchell. Half cleared. Here's Henry on the edge of the box. Henry. He tries to poke it through to Shadipo, who was coming from an offside position. Don't touch it. The flag's going to go up. Oh, you silly boy. Got all in a muddle there, didn't they? Lincoln or Sunderland? I think I went for Sunderland over the two legs. Not sure exactly what's going to happen tomorrow, though. Another substitution for Oxford. Rodriguez has come on. Not quite seen who for yet. Sam Winnell? Didn't Sam Winnell only just come on? Sam Winnell came on 68 and he's been subbed off on 85. If he's not hurt, that's very embarrassing. Good. You sort him out, Taxman. Mitchell came through Manchester United's academy. Interesting. Big throw down the line by Turton. Here's Sims, who's probably going to be in with a shout for man of the match. In fact, with that being said, let me know your man of the match candidates here. I assume it's going to be a Blackpool player, being they've been so dominant. Anderson, while he was on, was very good. Yates, Sims have both been good. Turton, the right back, on the score sheet. Let me know who your man of the match is. I'm sure we'll get a few votes for Sims, who's scored twice as well. He'd probably be the standout candidate, and he's going to play every minute by the look of it. Dougal, knocked off to Mitchell. Medine, Dougal. They've got it back. It is Stewart out wide to Gabriel. Step over from Gabriel. Turton, give and go with Stewart. Nice ball with the left foot. Mitchell, this is good football from Blackpool, but of course, as soon as I say that, it goes dead. Sims or Turton? Sims. We'll go with Sims, shall we? 2 goals for Ellis Sims, who, if I'm right in what you guys have said, is on loan from Everton. Everton always seem to have about 100 players on loan out every year, don't they? Out on loan, not on loan out. I do a lot of talking. I'm going to make the odd mistake. Sims. Yeah. I don't think it's a stretch to make Sims man of the match, is it? Throwing down the right-hand side for Blackpool. Here is Gabriel. Hand in the back maybe from Shodipo. And they've won a throw in now of their own. Oxford. Seems to be a good loan signing for a championship club next season. Yeah. As you say, Mr. Reeve, Blackpool will be quite keen to get him back. They might be able to offer him that. All Jim can offer to Oxford is a trip to Hillsborough, the famous old stadium. Headed clear. Here is Moore. Brannigan. Moore. Plays the channel, headed away by Husband. Flicked on by Dougal. Sims just misses that one. 88:46 on the clock. Sims, there we go. Already lining up Tony's replacement. Got to be Sims look better than Yates, if I'm honest, says Chris. Atkinson into Shodipo. Here comes Atkinson. Shodipo again over on the left. Blackpool back in shape. Shodipo fed through the lines, looking for a guy. But Blackpool get it out and clear as we head for stoppage time. 89:35 on the clock. At least they didn't lose in the final this time. Scant consolation, I'm sure. Well, could get worse. Here's Mitchell into the box on the left-hand side. Couldn't find Medine. It's going to follow up. And Stewart, I think, just gets levered off the ball in the box. Referee Madeley not interested. But here come Oxford on a counter. Advantage play there. I think Dougal got a bit of Henry. Here's Shodipo down the left. Shodipo cuts inside, drills the shot. That was travelling. I think Ballard gets in the way, takes it in their head. Is it going to go loose? Oh, wouldn't fall for an Oxford shirt. And Dougal gets it out to Sims, and here comes a counter now from Blackpool. Husband up from left back, and he just holds it up. But someone's down with cramp, of all things. Do you stop the game for cramp? We're into stoppage time, by the way. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Carl Robinson looks a bit forlorn. Brannigan is down with cramp in his left leg by the look of it. Probably going to get an extra minute or two of stoppage time. Northampton came from 2-0 down last year to win 3-0. This is a stretch. I think Fleetwood 1, Wycombe 4 last season was the biggest playoff away win. Crazy Forest 2, Yeovil 5 after extra time. I think there's a Marcus Stewart link in that game as well. Lewis, nice to see you, sir. We are all good this end. This 3-0 could backfire on Blackpool if they think, I can't see them resting players, Jay, but yeah, got to just be professional in the second leg. Oh, God, 5-5, Swindon and Blades. Unbelievable. Just every shot went in that game, didn't it? Goodness me. We're probably going to have to play up to about 96 now, I reckon. Doesn't look like Brannigan's going to be able to continue. I think Oxford have made 5 subs, haven't they? So they might have to play with 10 for stoppage time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So I think Oxford are going to finish with 10 men. Robinson's just telling them how to line up. Brannigan taking his time to come off. It hasn't really worked for Brannigan today. He's been in that deep line playmaker spot, but hasn't influenced the game in the way that Carl Robinson would have hoped he would. So we're at 92.50 now. I mean, referee Madeley could put them out of their misery, but he really should play another minute and a half, 2 minutes in this one. Huge clearance. So Oxford are going to play the last embers of stoppage time with 10. Here is a guy down the right, tackled by Dougal. Southampton 0, Leeds 2. Leeds are going 8th. Leeds go 2-0 up. Just brilliant stuff from Leeds this season, isn't it? Outstanding. Looks like Elliot Sims has been given the man of the match by Sky. So they agree with you guys. Did I call him Elliot again? Sorry, I've done it about 3 times. Ellis Sims. Good. Brannigan has been linked with Millwall. No way. Away goals don't count in the playoffs. Not since 2000. We get asked this every stream, don't we? That'll do, says Philip. Here is Mitchell into the box. Crikey. Could have gone 4 there. We're now over the 94 mark. We expect it to go a little bit further. Forest Yeovil game had Stewart playing for Yeovil, Wes Morgan, Grant Holt playing for Forest. Unbelievable. James with his Everton crest on there thinks they might be finishing 10th. We will see. Just in the final throes of stoppage time now. Had to add more on because Brannigan went down for probably 90 seconds, 2 minutes. Referee Madeley, I thought he was playing for full time there, but it's a throw in to Blackpool. Just need to put Oxford out of their misery now in this game. And they're going to see if they can make a titanic comeback in the second leg. Would be an unprecedented comeback, wouldn't it? From 3-0 down, losing the home leg. Wow. Husband throws it down the line. Medine tries to flick it on, hooked clear. Here's Dougal, pokes it forward to Medine. Medine strong. Dougal in there helping, but it's gone loose. Ford plays it back. And referee Madeley blows the whistle. What a performance by Blackpool. They have nailed this tonight. It was Oxford 0. Blackpool 3, Ellis Sims with 2 goals, Turton with the opener, Blackpool double whammy in the 20s, 23 and 26 minutes, and then just picked them off for the third. Sims going through off Yates's through ball to make it 3-0. There were chances, particularly for Sykes and for James Henry, but it's ended Oxford 0, Blackpool 3. And yeah, absolute monumental task, huge mountain to climb. Use whatever cliche football speak you want. Let's have a quick look at the numbers. 56-44 to Oxford in terms of the possession. Obviously, we get a lot of games that go 2-0 and the other team's able to sit in and cede possession if it's in a safe area. 11 shots apiece. 1 on target for Oxford, 4 shots on target for Blackpool, 3 goals. How's your finishing? However, look at that. 4 big chances to 1. Blackpool, obviously, Yates had the big chance as well. Anderson in the first half. They looked dangerous in the penalty box. 4 big chances. 3 goals in this game. And they are red hot, white hot favourites to now go through to the play-off final. Get your final comments in on that one. Quick plug. We'll be doing our preview for Brentford versus Bournemouth tomorrow, and we'll be back with Lincoln versus Sunderland tomorrow night. So get your final thoughts in. Quick reminder, cards plug Bloom. Go and get 20% off one of these bad boys. Enter the discount code Bloom at checkout, and make sure you hit like and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications over here on the channel. Let's get your final thoughts. Get in Leeds. Yeah. 8th place. Looking very, very good for Leeds. Blackpool in the final. Watch Newport versus Forest Green. Oh, I'm done for the day. Thank you. Brilliant, complete performance for Blackpool. 1 foot in the final. Good side, Blackpool. Agreed. Guaranteed top 10 for Leeds. Excellent. And yes, he did win a cards plug. Congratulations to him on that. Leeds can't top Ipswich's season after promotion in 2001. Remember, I think Forest and Newcastle got in the top 3 as well. Doing that. Thank you, Victory Rose. Thank you, QPR Forever. Thank you, Mr. E. If you want to shout out, I'll put them up as we play the outro. Thank you, everybody, for watching a playoff semi-final first leg demolition job by Blackpool. It was Oxford 0, Blackpool 3. 1 foot in the final for sure. Over and out from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.